My name is Karen, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how I made this smoked tube gown. Sorry, it's a gown. Yeah, it's a gown, and this is my first YouTube video, so it would really mean a lot to me if you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a huge thumbs up, and comment down below what other videos you would like me to do for you. First, I'm going to measure my bust circumference, and I'm making sure that the measuring tape is not too loose or too tight on my bust. Bust circumference is 34 inches. Then I am going to measure my hip circumference, and my hip circumference is 35 inches. Then I'm going to measure the length of my dress. Since it's a tube dress, I'm going to start from the bust. My dress is 34 inches. During I wasn't standing upright, I'm going to be adding extra 2 inches just to make sure it's correct. It's 34 inches, but I'm going to be adding extra 2 inches, so that makes it 36 inches in length. To my mind, and decided to cut the dress as a one size, meaning it could size a small, medium and a large size person, and so the total width of the dress was 60, and since it's in half, it's going to be 30, and then folded we make it 15. As you can see, 15 inches. I folded the fabric in full, so when I open it, the front piece is going to be 30 inches and the back piece is going to be 30 inches. I hope you understand that. I folded the fabric in two, 30, making it 15 inches, but when you open it becomes 30 inches in front, 30 inches. You can see the total length still remains 36 inches. That is the total length of the dress, and this is what I meant when I said I folded the fabric in full twice. The front is folded in full and so is the back. We have 4 pieces there, 4 pieces of fabric. To mention this, but the reason we are measuring our hips and our bust circumference is for us to know which is wider, for us to use as a guide to cut the dress, the width of the dress. So if you're having a bust of 30 inches and a hips of 40 inches, you're going to cut the width of the dress based on the width of your hips, because your hips obviously is wider than your breast, 10 inches wider. So when you're cutting the fabric, you're going to be cutting it by 40 inches and you're going to add standard 10 inches that is used for smoking dresses. And so you'll be measuring the width to be 12.5 inches. I am measuring mine to be 15 inches, as you can see, but if you are using a hips of 40 inches plus 10 inches extra, that will be 50 inches divided by 2, that will be 25 inches for the front, 25 inches for the back. And so since you're cutting the fabric in full, 25 inches divided by 2 makes it 12.5 inches. But because I'm using a standard size, I want it to be measurements for a one size, I'm going to be cutting mine by 60, not 50. It's going to be 60, so that means mine will be 30 inches in front, 30 inches at the back, 30 inches at the back. So it all depends on you, and if you're measuring yourself, you go with your widest measurements in cutting your fabric. Forget to add extra 10 inches for the smoking. It's very, very important for your fabric to fit you perfectly without you having to stress yourself, because if you forcefully wear the fabric, the thread is going to slack and cut and it won't be stretchy. So this is the white smoky thread we're going to be using for the dress we're making. There are yellow dresses, there are colorful smoking threads in the store, in fashion stores, but I couldn't find a yellow smoking thread, and so I decided to go with white. White is also going to match because it's going to be under, obviously, while the yellow thread will be on top. So I'm going to show you how to insert your smoking thread and your regular thread for you to be able to make your smoking dress. I also forgot to mention, you hand reel your smoking thread. You hand reel it. It mustn't be too tight or too loose. If it's too tight, it's going to cut, and if it's too loose, it's going to obviously remove when you wear it because it's not tight enough. And so you insert your smoking thread, your reeler into your bobbin case, and then put it in your shuttle, and then you use a matching thread for the fabric. My fabric is yellow, so I'm going to be using a yellow matching thread, as you can see here. So this is how your thread should look like on your machine. The stretchy fabric would be under, and then the normal thread will be on top. And when smoking, you leave at least 1 inch for the finishing. You can choose to hem it, or you can choose to serge it. You can use a serger to give it a nice finishing. Well, I was so tired, and I say I'm lazy, so I didn't want to stress myself in turning both the bottom and the top, and so I decided to serge mine. So I left 1 inch to serge it. But if you feel you have the time or you want to, you could turn it in and give it a neat finishing. It's all up to you. So this is how you smoke the smoky thread. I hope that makes sense. That didn't make sense. Anyways, this is how you sew it. And as you can see, just few inches of sewing and the fabric is already stretching. And this is how you're going to do. You keep sewing on a straight line till you get to the end of your fabric. If it's a dress, if it's a top, it's a short, whatever you're doing, you keep sewing straight till you get to the end of your fabric. So I'm going to do this for both the front and the back, and you'll see soon. So this is just a few lines of sewing it, and oh my god, it's looking so, I don't know the word to use, but I love it. It's so perfect, and like, wow. Few lines and we're already seeing our dress shrinking and giving us that unique smoky look. And as you can see, it's stretching. I finished smoking both the front and the back piece, and I left 1 inch at the top and at the bottom for both pieces. And as you can see, it's stretching. It shrinks, of course, but it's stretching. And this is the yellow we used to sew on it, and straight line, and it's neat, and this is what we need, stretching and shrinking at the same time. So this is the white smoky thread we used. So I'm going to place both fabrics on top of each other, right sides facing each other, and then I'm going to sew using a straight stitch to hem both edges together. So I'm using right sides facing each other, right sides. The white smoky thread is what is showing, and I'm going to sew using a straight stitch on both sides, and then I'm going to serge the bottom and the top. So this is the finished look, and I really love how this turned out. I serged the top and bottom off camera. So if you try this DIY, please tag me on my social media. I would really love to see your recreations. If you really liked this video, please do not forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be uploading amazing content. Don't forget to share this video and leave a comment. If you watched till the end, comment power up so I know it's real. Thank you. In my next video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a triangle bikini top. So stay tuned.